What is going on, chat? Big up, big up. Big up to every single one of you. So, you're probably wondering, Marshall, what the fuck, dude? Why so late? I'm gonna be real with you, chat. I ran into some automotive issues. And I'm trying not to think the worst, but I think I cooked, chat. I think I overcooked, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie. I think I overcooked. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm hella worried about my car right now. I'm just saying, if anyone is watching, if anyone is familiar with cars, specifically Honda CRVs from 2016, and has dealt with engine issues, by all means, just hit me up, because yeah, I need solutions, people. But I was gonna cancel, and I had to move the show to tomorrow. But considering I might need to shell out a good chunk of money that I do not have, I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna run the stream tonight, and I'm gonna run the stream tomorrow. And we're gonna grind. We're gonna hustle. That's what we're gonna do. So welcome to the Chelsea Hour late night edition. For those of you watching in the future, which most likely will be a good portion of you, smash up the like button, leave a comment down below, let us know your thoughts on everything. I'm gonna try to take my mind off of issues happening off stream and try to talk a little bit about Chelsea. And how the season pretty much starts here, people. Yes, the season pretty much starts here. And some of you probably say, what the hell are you talking about? The season starts here. Like, the season been started. Chelsea are currently sitting in third place with 6 points behind Arsenal. Well, true. But going into this point of the season, we have no more international breaks until March, February. We got a long stretch of games. And this is usually the part of the season where we figure out who is really in a title race and who is really in a top 4 race and who is really fighting out here, right? So, yeah. It's time to have that discussion, guys, that most of us have been trying to avoid. Most of us have been preemptively shouting from the rooftops about the end days, about Chelsea being cooked and Maresca's a fraud and Tuchel's a fraud and no manager that ever comes from Chelsea is good enough and all this and that. Like, you guys already know the narratives. I gotta say, chat, whatever happened to just having an opinion, right? and not having it be wrong. It's just an opinion. Listen, I get it. I'm an opinionated guy. I come up here, I say my 2 cents, I chat with you guys, I argue with you guys and say what I say. But at the end of the day, it's just opinion. And we all have different methods of going about things. But it's just weird because nowadays you're not allowed to like the manager. Nowadays you're not allowed to like the ownership. Nowadays it's either you gotta hate the ownership and everything they do, or you're part of the problem. It's like, brother, can I acknowledge some of the good stuff they do? Like, do they always just gotta do bad stuff? Not necessarily. But I diverge and I go on a tangent. Why? Because a lot of people seem to overestimate. And maybe not overestimate is the word I'm looking for, but a lot of people seem to be very in the present about our season. And by that, I mean very, very critical of Maresca's rotation, very, very critical of the team and how it's performing. And this whole time, I just got to sit back, listen, and be like, y'all know it is the beginning of the season, right? And y'all know that our best form came at the end of the season. I'm not saying, well, actually at the beginning of the season too. The middle of the season was slippery, but I'm just saying, let the team cook. Let's see where we're at this point last year where we fell apart. And if we fall apart again, then we know we're not ready, obviously. But if we keep it together, if we keep some consistency, which that's the big word, I'll come back to that. If we keep some consistency, if we keep it together, then maybe we'll just be fine. And maybe that's okay. But we won't know because none of us are fortune tellers. None of us, know. And right now, we don't know what's going to happen with the rest of the league. Because newsflash, people, maybe you live under a rock. Maybe you don't know this, but Gabriel Magalhaes, who's been a huge part of Arsenal's season so far, has gone down with an injury and is potentially out for 2 months. Now, people are going to say, yeah, that's fine. No biggie. We have plenty of center backs that can just walk into the team. And by we, I mean an Arsenal fan. But like Arsenal have plenty of center backs. They can just shoehorn in Mosquera or Hincapié in that position. They'll be just fine. And that's true. You're right. Defensively, they'll be fine. But what Gabriel offers from the offense on set pieces in particular, which is a big, big strong suit of Arsenal, well, that weapon's now gone. And so it's going to be interesting to see the creative hit and the goal scoring hit that Arsenal take as a result of being without Gabriel Magalhaes. Now, cue in our situation. Ladies and gents, I need to remind you people, and also shout out to the X amount of you who are currently on, who are currently watching, who are currently viewing. I know this is outside of the normal hour that I usually allot myself, but had some car issues, almost canceled stream, hoping that car issues fix themselves and somehow we get into a cheap solution and not a really, really expensive one. So I'm praying that car's okay. That's on my mind right now, but I'm trying to, not dwell on that. But big up to you guys, because bell notification gang, that's dope. That's dope. Bell notification gang. So I'm going to say shout outs to bell notif gang who came here when I went live. That's actually kind of crazy. So big up to you guys. Thank you. Let's go back. Let's rewind that a little bit. Anyways. Cue Chelsea. Now, I know, but some people seem to forget, we have a center back issue. Now, everyone knows we have a center back issue. What people seem to forget is that even with our center back issues, I think we're in third position in terms of goals conceded. So we've the third least goals conceded, I believe, or tied for third least goals conceded. which it's hard to believe considering how disastrous we've looked in some games. So I'm looking at goals against. We have 11 goals against. So we're fourth, tied for fourth, I guess. Because I'm seeing here we have 11, but Sunderland, Tottenham, and Villa have 10. Okay, yeah. Our number isn't that crazy, but it's up there. Arsenal with 5, City with 8, then Crystal Palace with 9, putting Crystal Palace in third for least goals conceded. Tied for fourth, Sunderland, Tottenham, Villa. We're just about there, right? And considering since Fofana's come back, we've been doing better. I'm sure our goals against will start to will not increase by much going forward, and the rest of the teams will, and we'll slot into a decent defensive stat right there. But we're not conceding as many goals as I thought. 11 goals conceded in the first 11 games, so on average you're conceding 1 goal a game. We're scoring more than most of the league right now. Goals for 21 goals for Man City has 23, Erling Haaland. And yeah, that's actually kind of crazy, guys. We are second goal with goals scored. We have biggest chances created and all that stuff, and that's great. And here's the reason I'm making this video, guys. Here's the general talking point that I want to get at, right? Despite the issues that we have, despite the clear just standout center back issues with no Levi Colwill, hoping on Fofana to stay fit, which is usually a recipe for disaster, but we're going to hope, just like I'm hoping for my car, right? We're going to hope that he stays fit. And if he stays fit, we can probably cook something, right? Despite all that, we're still in third. We're still at arm's reach from first. The gap isn't too big. It's 6 points. That means us winning twice and Arsenal losing twice, which could happen. This Arsenal team is not invincible, people. Let me tell you, okay? This Arsenal team is not invincible. Don't be sold by what you're seeing early onslaught days. What will really be the indicator is what we're going to see going forward. What we're going to see from this point up until that next international break. This is what makes or breaks teams in the title race. And you guys agree with me. I know you do. Am I saying I'm in a title race? No. Just to put that out there. I'm choosing my words carefully, okay? I'm not saying we're in a title race, but I am saying we're definitely in and about a conversation that we could potentially be one. And I know I'm talking a lot. I'm saying kind of the same things I usually say, and I'm kind of just jibber jabbing about anything and everything, kind of to just point out, like, guys, this is a situation. It's like, yeah, you probably know this is the situation, and I'm just repeating myself, right? Lately, everyone, including myself, has been talking about Esteval. He's going to be the game changer. He's going to change the course of Chelsea, and he's the one, he's the next this and that. The comparisons are out there, right? And time will tell. I do have faith that this kid will come good, and he will be a top player. I probably regret saying young player of the season, Shirky versus him. Who knows? They're both brilliant players, but Esteval right now is no joke of a player. But rather than continue to talk about Esteval, what I wanted to do was remind people, right? I've been reminding you all so far. 14 minutes into the stream, I've been reminding you, hey, we don't have a center back. Hey, we're in third place. Hey, we're not that bad in terms of goals against. We're conceding 1 goal a game, essentially, on average. Hey, we have the second best attack. That's second to Erling Haaland, right, who's on fire right now, which is still impressive considering how we haven't really looked convincing, right? And I told you, hey, listen, it's a marathon, not a race. I think Enzo Maresca has a plan for longevity, which is probably why you get the rotation issues that have been brought up amongst the Chelsea community, amongst you guys in chat, amongst all of us here. I'm here to remind you, brothers and sisters, I'm here to remind you once again that as much as we're talking about Esteval, as much as we're talking about Wesley Fofana being back and how brilliant he's looked and how our season's going to turn around, need I remind you, because I think people forget, and I'm going to hold my hands up, guys. I almost forgot for a second because they've been out of the limelight for a while. And if you don't know who I'm going to talk about right now, let me show you. Because ladies and gents, need I remind you that as great as Esteval is, and as great as we've been holding up so far, we got this guy in the chamber. Cole Jermaine Palmer, people. Need I remind you who the fuck we're talking about?
Yeah. What? Shoot me.
What would be?
Yes, people. Cole Palmer is coming back to Chelsea Football Club. And not only is he coming back, expect him to want to do a lot of catching up. I feel like a lot of us, including myself, forgot that Cole Palmer's been gone. And on one end, that's great, right? Like, we've been getting by. We're proving now that we're no longer the same team under Mauricio Pochettino that was heavily relying on Cole Palmer to single-handedly take your team and win you games. That's great. I'm glad that we don't have to overly rely on this player to win us games. However, need I remind you, when I mention consistency, right? This guy right here, Cole Palmer, if he is not consistent, I don't know who is in this team other than Moises. Look at how Moises Caicedo stepped up in the absence of Cole Palmer. Look at how Esteval has stepped up in the absence of Cole Palmer. Look at how Enzo Fernandez has stepped up in the absence of Cole Palmer. As of recently, maybe João Pedro looks like he's going to turn things around. Look at how much food, how many opportunities we're leaving on the table that a box crashing 10 Cole Palmer won't just go in there and try to shoot and score. Imagine how many goals and assists, expected assists, created chances, all this. Think about how much of that we're leaving on the table. And this guy is coming back. Think about this man right here. This man right here. Think about what he's going to bring back to the table and how he's going to link up with a Esteval, with a Garnacho, with a Neto, with João Pedro, with Liam Delap.
What?
We have yet to see how much this man is going to cook and how much he's going to leave on a silver plate for these guys. Let's not forget, last season, the amount of chances, although we were critical here on Casually FC, here on any panel that I went to really, how critical we were of Cole and his performances recently. We were here. We were there. We were.
We'll be there. Do you care though? Who will be there?
But despite that, how many times, even in those crappy games, right? How many times did we say, Cole did create some chances here and there. He wasn't great. He was kind of invisible, but when he was visible, he had a little inkling of magic. Let's read some tweets. Surgery was never seriously considered as a solution to Palmer's growing pain, but a decision was taken to allow him to recover properly rather than keep managing it after he was forced off against Manchester United after just 21 minutes. Need to remind you, people. We're in game week. Let me look at this. Matches. I think we're game week 11 now, right, guys? Game week 11 of the Premier League season. We played Manchester United 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Game week 5. We've gone quite some time without Cole Palmer. Read more. Palmer has returned to grass at Chelsea's Cobham training ground and will step up his work as long as he does not suffer any setbacks to his recovery. This was the 19th. This is earlier today. And I don't think he'll be set back at all. Guys, they've taken care of him. They want him ready for the entirety of the season, not just this part of the season. If he's ready for the entirety of the season, if he can provide GNA, if he can give us those goals, if he can help just keep our team offensive so we don't have to rely on our defense and be on the back foot, if he can just provide that little difference on that pitch, that little moments, those moments of magic that we continually saw, even though it wasn't entirely there last season, but there were inklings we saw last season. We know the magic that Cole Palmer can bring to this team. We saw it 2 years ago under Pochettino. Do not forget how good this player is. Do not forget how silky and techy this player is. Do not forget how pivotal he is to how well this team can play. And I'm here to remind you, this man's coming back to our team. Let's talk more. This has been the first time Palmer has spent any significant time on the sidelines with injuries since joining Chelsea and becoming a star. And he is said to have dealt with it well. Not only has Palmer been in the Chelsea dressing room before and after games, he has also watched matches from behind the coaching staff and substitutes. While Palmer is not one of the vocal members of the dressing room, he is part of Chelsea's leadership group and is described as being glue within the club, as somebody who can connect with different ages and profiles of people. And it's true. We all know it's true. Cole does get along with everybody. Cole's a great guy. He knows how to banter. He knows how to just enjoy his football. But he gets along with everyone. And he's super inviting. He's super welcoming. Ask Esteval. And if you know Esteval, might as well ask him, please, sign my kid as well. So ask him 2 questions. Ask him how Cole Palmer is outside of the pitch. And then ask him for that signature, right? Let's continue on, guys. The victory over PSG was perhaps the best example so far of Palmer being a big game player. Sources around the Chelsea dressing room have described the former Manchester City player as being like an excited puppy the day before the Club World Cup final. Where some players can see the possibility of failure and criticism, Palmer only sees opportunity and chance to make an impact on the big stage. He does not worry what might be said or written about him and is virtually oblivious to any outside noise. I don't think he can help that last part. He is pretty oblivious of the guy, but hey, we're not here to hate. We're here to love. We're here to praise, and we're here to remind you, Cole Palmer is coming back to Chelsea. And if you had any doubts on Chelsea, I would say, that's you. That's fine. I get it. But if you did have any doubts of Chelsea, let's see how much we're doubting when he comes back. And it's true. This guy is a big game player. This guy is a big game player. He does come up clutch. He has moments where he's come up clutch. We know those moments. Who can forget? Who can forget? Guys, what was the score? Was it 3? 3-4? Wait, I gotta look this up. Hold on. Chat, let me cook. Chat, let me cook. I got this. Chat, you gotta let me cook here. Let me see if I can find this fixture. Where is it? Aha, here we go. Let me see if I can find this bitch. All right, guys. Yo, get out of here with these ads, bro. Adds life, dog. All right, anyways. All right, where are we? Okay, this game. Who could forget? Oh, wow. Who could ever forget? Let me look at this. Let me just get a good look at this. Yes. Who could forget, people? Three, 4. Under the lights at Stamford Bridge. All the pressure in the world. And who steps up in the rain to tie the game? The big moment. The final dramatic clash. Cole Palmer. Who was there? Who was there when we were... Let me look at this game. Hold on. Now y'all got me. I'm getting psyched. Let me see. Let me find this one too. Who remembers the night at Stamford Bridge? At the bridge, people. When we were down and out, ready to give it up. 67th minute at Stamford Bridge. We're down 3-2. And guess who stepped up? In the last few minutes of the game, Cole fucking Palmer gets a brace. Gets a hat trick for the night. And we walk away winners against Manchester United. Clutch. Who can forget PSG when the whole world doubted us against their best lineup, their best players? Who can forget who stepped up and opened that game up? Not even opened that game up, but nearly scored a goal prior to his first goal in that game. It was this kid. Who can forget the clutch moment, the dribbles and stuff against Tottenham when we were down and the goal? It was this guy, guys. You understand what I'm saying? This man has come up clutch for us in so many occasions. But y'all forgot. He's gone. Y'all forgot. He's coming back. Why did you forget? Because we've been winning. We've been doing all right. We're in third place, people. And this guy only takes our team to the next level. Cole Palmer, easily natured attitude can occasionally be mistaken for not being laser focused, but sources insist he is deadly serious about his football and his desire to play at the very top for Chelsea and England, which includes the World Cup. And he will be at the World Cup. I only mention club moments. Even for England, this guy has stepped up. Cole Palmer is desperate to be a part of the England squad for the Club World Cup. Wow. Is desperate to be a part of the England squad for the World Cup, but his injuries and performances of Morgan Rogers and Bellingham have put a question mark on Palmer's inclusion. But Tuchel has kept in contact with the player and Chelsea during his injury, which has maintained optimism that the 23-year-old remains very much in the plans of England head coach, as he should be. You got a great player here. You got an amazing player. Very intelligent. Not many like him. Of course, he's part of your plans. And of course, listen, guys. Cole Palmer's closest friend in the Chelsea squad is Tosin Darabayo, but he also has struck up a good early relationship with Esteval Willian. We haven't seen these guys cook together. Esteval on the right, Cole Palmer in the middle. We haven't seen what that could look like. We haven't seen Esteval assist to Cole and Cole assist. Actually, Cole, I think, already has assisted to Esteval. I think he actually assisted him in the preseason against Leverkusen, if I'm not mistaken. But regardless, imagine, people, when both of these juggernauts are on the pitch at the same time. Let's be honest. If they're both on the pitch at the same time, do you not feel that we're going to win a game? Because I do. Both of these guys fill me with confidence. If they're both on the pitch, do you guys not feel that we're going to create some crazy amount of chances? Break down crazy low blocks? Combined with the ability of Enzo Fernandez to pass the ball from distance, pinpoint a pass. The ability of Moises Caicedo to rip it outside the 18-yard box. We've seen how João Pedro and Liam Delap maybe suffered from lack of service. You don't think they're going to get chances? Guys, I'm just saying. We have only turned on the oven. But we have not started cooking. And I get it, people. I get it. We have problems. But guess what? So does every other team in this league. It's a matter of, can you balance out your problems enough to keep going and keep you in the game? Because, ladies and gents, if it's going to be an up and down season, and I think it's going to be an up and down season for all of us. I know Arsenal have looked the most convincing, which is that's why it's important to start the season strong, to give yourself a little bit of cushion and wiggle room, and give yourself the confidence to think you can do this, right? That's all important. I get it. But it don't mean shit if at the end of the season, y'all still in second place. It don't mean shit. Now, let's be honest, guys. And this is going to make you guys who are super critical of the ownership a little happy for me to say this. I understand that Arsenal must. Why? Because motherfuckers have spent 5 years doing fuck all. They've come close multiple times. They've matured over those course of 5 years. This is a much mature team to the one that really gave it a go 3 years ago. Yeah, they must. Arteta has to show something. Show a trophy, win something. What were these 5 years for? They must. Liverpool broke the transfer record twice.
Let's have it right.
Twice, people. Isak, Florian Wirtz. They must too. They absolutely must. No excuses. You spent $500,000 in the summer window. But I'll tell you this. People. We also must. Because let's be honest, we've spent big cash. And I know, whenever people say that to me, I like to say, listen, we didn't spend the money on immediate impact. I know we spent the money on investing towards a team that can do it season in, season out, multiple times, and just keep at the top consistently. We want to be Man City on steroids. We're 3 years since this ownership has taken over. This is now the 4th year. We have made progress. And you guys know I'm charitable about this. You guys know that I said we've made progress. Because statistically, when you look at it, we've made progress. But, Blueco, I'm telling you right now, after having spent $1.5 billion, we need to start seeing results. Because if I'm to believe that, okay, you spent $1.5 billion on investing into players and their futures and what they can become and how those players will carry Chelsea to the top. Well,
tic tac, tic tac.
We're in year 4. Enzo has been here since that first year you took over. Caicedo has been here since the second year they were here. Cucurella's been here since that first year. Malagusto's been here since the second season. Some of these players have a few seasons with us now. Cole has been here since that second season. We're starting to really, really see the spine. Levi Colwell has been here since day one. All these players. It's now time to see some results. If we win a trophy, kudos. I think people will at least give credit for that, right? But let's not forget, people. Chelsea also must. We have to be in the conversation. I don't want to get to the end of the season, guys, and have to look at my team in fourth place, scouring for a top 4 spot. That's not acceptable. Not after the money that has been spent. Not after having spent it on investments. It's been 4 years now. Or we're in our 4th year, I should say. These investments need to start paying off. So, Chelsea also must. City as well. Listen, I'm not going to let City get away scotch-free. City must as well, as they are a team that defended the title for 4 years straight. They are the team that dropped the ball last season, and now they need to get back on top. They also must, because they are former champions. So don't get me wrong. And you have Guardiola. But I need to see Chelsea compete. Chelsea must be competing. And I do think when Cole Palmer returns, we will begin to compete, people. You will begin to see the consistency. Because although the consistency issues have been happening with our defense conceding goals and some of the performances we see, the one player that we always know plays well and unfortunately maybe just didn't get enough, maybe was starting to play with injury, maybe just didn't get enough assists, or was robbed of assists, I should say. A lot of opportunities left on the table. Cole is that player that I think this season we need to begin to see some of these other players around him start to be more clinical with the chances he creates. And he's not the only creator either. We're going to have multiple creators. And I think Esteval is going to play a big, big, big impact into what happens to our season. But people, don't forget, Cole Palmer is silky. Cole Palmer can create something out of nothing. Cole Palmer can win you a game single-handedly. We are where we are right now in spite of Cole. In spite, is that the word I want to use? Despite not having Cole Palmer. Imagine where we'd be if we had him the whole season. I'm just saying, people. And what's great too is that he's coming off of an injury that we waited for him to recover from. That we wanted to make sure he was 100% before we put him back in. And an injury that didn't require surgery. We have a long stretch of games until... Let me actually see what the stretch of games is, people. I got you right now. Just look at Chelsea's games right here. Matches. So, we go from November 22nd, which, by the way, ladies and gents, is this Saturday. Okay? Premier League will be coming back on Saturday, and Chelsea season will begin on Saturday. We go from November all the way. We got a little week break in there as well. We get a week break on, I think it's the week of December 20th. So after Newcastle, we get a week off, and then we come back for Aston Villa, right? We're going from there all the way to what I believe is February 11th. Let me just double check that, people. So from February 11th to the 21st, that looks like an international break to me. That weekend, we're not playing, and we're playing the next weekend. It's kind of an international break. It's like a little international break and a half. So we go for a while. That's why I'm telling you, people, if Cole can stay fit for that little while, whilst we just got Liam Delat back from injury, whilst we still have João Pedro, we have Mark Guiu as a choice in a striker position. Now there's no excuses. We have a striker. Last season, people, we did lose our striker, our only striker in Jackson, because Nkunku doesn't count, let's be real. We lost our only striker in Jackson. And as much criticism as Jackson took, and Cole as well, to be fair, we didn't have a striker. And that does affect the team. It affects link up, and it's going to affect people like Cole Palmer. We have solutions. We built up the depth a bit, right? We beefed up the attack in terms of bodies. We have options now. We have rotation. Dario Sugo's going to come back soon. Lavia, if he's back, he's going to be back in a month. I shouldn't have even said Lavia because he's not to be relied on. Sure. But we have players coming back as well, whilst other teams are starting to fall apart. Hence, Arsenal. Arsenal are currently without Gabriel Magalhaes for 2 seasons. 2 months. Will that be enough of an effect on the team for us to take advantage? One could hope. But I don't want to count on Arsenal to drop the ball. I want to see this team just keep winning. Keep winning games. Right? Guys, you already know how I am. I'm not going to crash out if we lose a game here or whatever. Right? So long as we're winning games. Because in the last 5 games, we only have 1 loss. There's a little smudge there. And obviously that's Sunderland. Sunderland did cause an upset. It is what it is. It happens. Beat them in the return leg. Don't lose to them the second time around. Right? Have better results. That helped Enzo Maresca last season when you think about it. The turnaround. I learned from my mistakes the first time. Now I know how to play against you and who to play against you. Let me get the result now. That's what we want. Learn from your little mistakes. And on the second go, on round 2, clap. Clap. What do you mean by that? And this is where Enzo also gets paid the big bucks, right? Look at the long game. Look at the long game. Because when it comes to league football, we have to look at the long game. And we have to think about who we play, when we play, all that. Like I said, Cole coming back to this team is going to be a difference maker. Don't forget, people. Don't forget. And when he's back to this team, we'll start to see Chelsea back at its best. And I'm talking Club World Cup Chelsea, right? There might be a hindrance here or there due to the fact that there's no Levi Colwell, but we can make do. Because with Cole Palmer in the team, you know that it gives Maresca a lot of flexibility and a lot of ability to do multiple things on the pitch. It unlocks a lot of what we need on that pitch. Kind of like Malo Gusto does. But we'll talk about Malo Gusto on a show tomorrow. But yeah, ladies and gents, I'm here to remind you, Cole Palmer is back in training. And if I'm reading correctly, by the way, he should be back in time for Barcelona. He's already training. Should be back in time for Barcelona. I believe that he's probably going to come on like as a sub. And then he should be available to start by Arsenal. And you know what? Like it's on Maresca too. Like manages minutes rights. If you feel like he's ready to start already, because sometimes that's the thing. Sometimes we don't know how long they've been fit behind the scenes. Maresca likes to make sure they're 100% fit, because we've seen games where injury-prone players like Reese or Lavia haven't been seen in months. They were injured, but they were cleared to play weeks before their first appearance. And sometimes that first appearance is 45 minutes off the bat. I'm not saying we need Cole Palmer for Barcelona. If we could just rest him, that's fine. But he needs to play so he can get minutes under his legs. We're definitely going to need Cole Palmer for Arsenal. It's a must. If we can get Cole Palmer for Arsenal, guys, I'm telling you right now, guys, listen to me. Look at the light bulb. Look at the light bulb. Once Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. I'm sorry. All I'm saying is just watch, people. Just watch. Because if we beat Arsenal, is it in 2 weeks? 2 weeks, pretty much. Yeah, it's almost 2 weeks. If we beat Arsenal, nah, it's a week and a half. In a week and a half, if we beat Arsenal, and all of a sudden we find ourselves 3 points off the top, what are you saying to me then? Do you think that's not going to affect Arsenal? Because we go back to what I said last season, right, people? I always said this, and if you were watching last season, you remember this. I always said to people, why do you only just look at Chelsea and not the rest of the league? Right? Because let's be real. Arsenal haven't been super convincing, right? In terms of the attack. Defensively, yes. They've been resolute. Only conceded 5 goals so far this season. Sure. I think there's a good chance to seize the weakness of Arsenal. Go back and listen, Maresca and his staff read the tapes. Willie Caballero, you don't think Willie Caballero with his shiny bold ass head is sitting there with fucking Enzo Maresca trying to write up a plan? How many times has Maresca shown up and been like, oh my God, the Maresca masterclass on deck? Motherfuckers out here playing checkers while Maresca's playing 4D chess. Fucking VR meta goggles chess. All right? Don't fucking do this thing when you start doubting my gaffer. And listen, I know I'm cooking too much. But at the same time, I've seen Maresca set up so well against teams that are of a talent, of a certain level, and cook. And sometimes he cooks, but the team don't cook, right? We take a foot off the gas pedal and all this and that. I'm telling you right now. Let's see what happens. Because it's very possible Maresca could find a recipe, could find a weakness to exploit, right? Look at Liverpool. They're in shambles. They're not in a title race. They need to figure out how to get Isak to get going. They need to figure out how to get Wirtz to start going off as well. They have a lot of things to figure out. So I ain't looking over there either, right? And despite how much they spent, which let's not pretend that our fans, including myself, didn't want to spend like they did. But you see how they spent. You see how they spent idiotically. And they got player names or profiles that fit what they needed. You see how that affects that team. We'll see how they cook at the end of the season. But hey, some of you guys were asking for us to be that way. And we see how they're in shambles. Look at the rest of the teams around us. And Pep seems to have figured out a way to play with Erling Haaland to really take advantage of Erling Haaland's strengths, which I've been asking for a while now. But even then, defensively, I'm not totally convinced, but they've been better. Right? And Donnarumma, sorry, he ain't convincing me. There's too many games Donnarumma's got away with murder, people. I want you, next time to watch City, watch Donnarumma closely. Watch Donnarumma closely, and then watch Sanchez closely. And tell me which one makes you feel a little bit more comfortable in recent games. I'm not saying one's better than the other, but I'm just saying. Pay close attention. because he gets away with murder. So when you look at all the teams around us and the troubles that are going on with them, players being out, so on and so forth, you start to look at our team and think, okay, there's enough quality there to cook. There's enough quality there to get something out of this. You saw how a team like Sunderland can make Arsenal bleed. You saw how Arsenal bled against City. You saw how Liverpool had Arsenal thinking they were out of the title race. Notice what I'm saying. They bleed. And we have a pretty good reputation under Enzo Maresca to get a good sucker punch in there. To be the underdogs, to really, really get that hook and knock you the F out without you even expecting it. So am I scared of Arsenal? I'm not. And to be fair, most teams aren't either. But defensively, they stand as a representation of one of the hardest things for Chelsea to break down, which is a low block. And goddamn, do they have a good low block. But we have really, really good attackers. We have very good attackers. Attackers that can break down a low block. Attackers that will embarrass you. In Cole Palmer. In Estevao. So, I say, calma. Let's play it one game at a time. Because we're not too far from first place. And with the way a lot of us fans have been reacting, you would think we're going to finish the season at mid-table. But we're not. We're close. And we have a Cole Palmer coming back. So, say what you want. Talk all your shit. And we'll be there. We will be there.
We'll be there. Do you care though? Who will be there?
All right. Let's read chat. Let's wrap it up, ladies and gents. Let's wrap it up. Marshall, he's cooking. Oh, Estevao. If you remember, you got the Estevao emojis. Use them up. Use them up. And especially nowadays, check out the membership, guys. I'm going to need car repair funds soon. So help a brother out. Arsenal just lost a CB, and an important CB at that. Is he actually Arsenal's top goal scorer? Let me check. Arsenal top goal scorer? No. This season, not ever. Bukayo Saka is Arsenal's top scorer this season with 6 goals, followed by Havertz 8. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? What are we doing, bro? Let me read this. Top scorer, there we go. So, Gyökeres has 4 goals in the league. Saka has 3. How much does Gabriel Magalhaes? Okay. Alright, Magalhaes has 1. He has 3. No, that's Martinelli. Magalhaes has another 1. Bro, Gabriel Magalhaes is the only one scoring goals from set pieces, it looks. Declan Rice got 2 goals. Timber. Yeah, it's really him. Yeah, and Marino. I remember Marino got a goal from a set piece, I believe. So, there's that. So, yeah, it definitely takes out a secret weapon from set pieces, not having Gabriel Magalhaes in their team right now. So, that's good for us. Here we go. Is this the right way to look at it? Nah. I fucked it up. All right, don't matter. But yeah, so we'll see. I think that's going to affect them big time. Not super big time, but like from an offensive threat, I think that's a big loss. We need a run of W's and build consistency. 100%. Donna Cullen, Wagwan, Mr. Marshall, where say you from? Not going to answer that one. Yes, February 11th. You can ask me all this. I am living soccer encyclopedia. Sure. JB's winter break. Yep. So this is going to be our long run of games. This is where the season starts, people. It's going to be a grind. And by the time we get to winter break, then we'll fully know who's actually in the title race. And if Chelsea are still in and amongst that top 4, I'm telling you with chess, guys, we're gonna be in that title race. We're gonna be in that title race. We'll see what happens February. Pierre Romero saying the obvious here and the big facts. Smash the likes, people. Up the legends. All that. I hope that Magalhaes stays injured for 2 to 3 seasons. Well, we don't want that, but like, I know what you're saying. Smash the like, people. Helps us out big time. Jardel Davis, what you saying here? Wrote me a novel. Marshall, after Wolves, I hope that Maresca used the 2 weeks in tweaking the system to utilize Enzo as the main build-up from the back to compensate for Colwell. Davis, this isn't a bad idea. I agree with you. We were actually just talking about this like 2 weeks ago on the Casually Chelsea show about how, and it was funny because it was right before Enzo put on like a crazy clinic the last game he played. And I think it was, what was the game before Wolves, bro? Bruh, how do I not remember my games, dog? Bruh. Man, I'm all fucked up in the head. Y'all know why. I already explained it. Karabag. I think it was Karabag where he looked, he looked like he was struggling. And then in Wolves, he was orchestrating. So I agree. I hope he does get used like that. We will see. And if Cole Palmer is available, I'm telling you guys as well, we'll see a better Enzo. Because at least Enzo will be more of an 8 instead of a 10. Not that Enzo's been horrible in the 10, but it's just I'm not convinced. You can give me as much almost scored a goal, almost got an assist, almost that's great. But if you can move to a different position instead of giving me almost, give me like goals, assists, all that stuff, then we're cooking. But yeah, I hope Enzo goes back to that form that we saw against Wolves, because that was a good version of Enzo. You should be scared of us. You were awful against us. Donna Cullen, are you an Arsenal fan? That's crazy. Oh, never mind. You got lucky in that game with that one goal. Once we have Madison, Kulusevski, Solanke come back, you'll see. You could have just stopped at Kulusevski, because he's the only one coming in this team and making a difference for you guys. But you also never win. It's a guaranteed 3 points. So 3-point lane, 3-point lane. Let's go. 3-point lane. Guys, 3-point lane. Give it up. Give it up for 3-point lane. 3-point lane, ladies and gents. So yeah, it wasn't gonna happen. Don't matter, bro. Don't matter. Yeah, we won a Club World Cup. You ain't winning the fine. You'll finish below us, I'm telling you. Yeah. Let me look at the table again. Let me look at this table. All right, you guys are 2 points behind us, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna finish below us. Tottenham's fixtures are it's looking peak. It's looking peak. Hey, but I'll say this. Spurs. Hey, Spurs. If you're listening, we can all be friends in this situation. Huh? You're asking me how? I'll tell you how.
Fucking minerals, bruv.
But besides that, if you guys can beat Arsenal, fuck, if you could even draw against Arsenal at the Emirates, brothers, y'all better hope we drop points to Burnley. Because listen, this team is not going to have Cole Palmer by Burnley. I can see Burnley being a hiccup. I ain't going to lie to you. Right? I don't think we're going to lose, but I can see it happening because this team doesn't step up for the small games, but steps up for the big games. Right? If we beat Burnley and Spurs beat Arsenal, I'm just saying, pressure's on. And we'll see if this team that Arsenal is so braggadocious about. Oh, we're gonna break the Chelsea record. Oh, we're gonna break the clean sheet streak. Oh, the best team in the world. We got the best striker in the world. We got the best midfielder in the world. We got the best defender in the world. Our goalkeeper is Golden Glove. Oh, shut the fuck up, bruh. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. I'm telling you. We'll see. We'll see what happens under pressure. Because Chelsea under pressure, we've won trophies. Arsenal under pressure, they won 2 free kicks. I wish I had that soundboard though. Oh, I don't have it. I don't have it. I'll play that one.
Emotional damage.
So, I'm just saying. We'll cook. Won the Europa League, yada yada. Now we have ended our trophy curse. We're on upwards trajectory. Sure, if you say so. Yeah, we need to stop those scum Arsenal from winning the league. And that's what I mean. Do us both a favor. If you beat Arsenal, 1, you're beating your rivals. 2, you're giving them less of a chance to win, the Prem. And to be honest, listen, me as a Chelsea fan, I'll say this. I'll admit this. I was pretty happy for Spurs when they won the Europa. I was pretty happy for them. Mostly because Jacob's my buddy. I was like, oh, good for you. Right? Listen, Spurs winning a trophy doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me as a Chelsea fan. Why? Because your trophy count is so fucking low. I don't gotta be worried about you overtaking us. I'm looking at Arsenal thinking, yo, fuck those trophies. We need to overtake that trophy count so that we can say we're the best team in London. Without a doubt at that point. So I'm not worried. Listen, Spurs, good for you. You won a trophy. Good for you. Good for you guys. United, you can hold that. They deserve to hold the bottle job title. They deserve to cry. Yep. We have Harry Kane coming back. No, it's not happening. Arsenal ain't winning a thing. Yeah, I hope they don't win a thing. Imagine having a bird on a basketball as your club badge. Fairs. I would let them. I have a contract at PGMO for those brown envelopes. I am not a basket. It's not a basketball. It's a football. Football back then used to look like it. Yeah, sure. But yeah. Ladies and gents, I'm telling you right now, do not worry. Do not fret. The season starts now, and Chelsea, where we currently sit, are in a better position than last season at this point. And where we currently sit is in a position where we just got back from a few injuries. We're getting some players back as well. Benoit is back. So our defensive options are coming back. We have Achimpong. Fofana's fit. So long as we keep getting players back to fitness and we can keep them fit for this stretch of games, we will speak again about where we stand in the league come February. But until then, people, this is where the season starts. Do not forget. We will see if we're going to get to February as title contenders or just another top 4 fight. Ladies and gents, big up to every single one of you. I appreciate you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Again, sorry for the late start. If you just tuned in and were wondering why I'm streaming so late, it's because I had car issues. My cart my engine seized, and I'm hoping that it's fixable and not need a new car situation. I was able to drive it home in limpy car mode, right? But yeah, it's I'm really worried about it. So hopefully, guys, if you don't mind, help out, because I'm gonna need to shell out some, I don't got that blue co cash. I'm just telling you guys right now, I don't got that blue co money. I don't got that blue co money. All right. So if y'all want to help out by just smashing that like, hyping up the video, subscribing to the channel, you know, watch the entirety of the video. It helps out. Just ad revenue and all that fun stuff. That'd be fantastic. I really would appreciate it. And I'll also mention this: if you guys want to donate, super chat, super thanks, memberships, all that helps out tremendously. I'm gonna do my best, guys, to try to commit and put more content into the channel, because I think this is what the channel needs. We need to put out more content, more shows and all that stuff. So I'm going to get back to the drawing board and start to manifest some stuff. And I'm going to ask you guys for some opinions as well. Be sure to join the Discord, by the way. We do have a Discord channel in the description below. We have a pretty active Discord. We always invite new members to come in, have a say, talk to me, talk to the members, talk to the other people in the community. Let's build a community here of casuals just like you and me. And we do watch-alongs on there too. And guys, let me know if next season you're interested in having watch-alongs on here. I know it's an oversaturated market, but it gives you guys more content. It gives you guys how I react to the game, which could be pretty aggressive. It just gives you some more stuff to enjoy, right? So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for the Casually Chelsea show. We got a bit of news to talk about, some stuff that we ended up not talking about last week because last week's show went up to 5 hours, which was not intended, but hey, it happens. It does happen. Sometimes you get caught up in that conversation. And listen, honestly, people, it doesn't bother me. I can go for hours streaming. I've done it before. I've done 8-hour streams playing video games, and I can do hours of just talking Chelsea. So for me, it's always a pleasure. And for you, it gives you guys content, something to watch. So if you like what you're seeing, if you want to help out, especially if you want to help out towards the Marshall car repair funds, because if you know me and you know where I live, transportation is just about everything. So I really, really, really need to figure that out. This helped me take my mind off of it. So thankful for Chelsea for that. And Chelsea, please don't add more stress in my life. Please, just win games. Just keep winning games, okay? But yeah, guys, Premier League is back. Premier League is back, god damn it. This Sunday, or this Saturday. And Cole Palmer will see you at Barcelona. We're not at Barcelona, at the bridge for Barcelona. Vamos a jugar fútbol. Cole Palmer coming back para jugar contra Barcelona, carajo. All right, that's enough Spanish. But y'all, big up to every single one of you. Shout outs to our proper casual and higher tier members. That's going to go out to our Onslaught new crew. Welcome, guys, to what makes Casually Chelsea, or the Casually FC makes Casually FC, all that fun stuff. So big up to Varna. Big up to JBs, Gabriel Mejia, Ish, Hater, Wakwas.
Huh?
Big up to Star 5050, SDFC Benny, Johnny Bravo, Bells, EPL Turf, JC Dark, Lan Ray Sadiq, A Soliman EE, and Adriano. Big up to every single one of you for being proper casuals. Thank you so much for helping out the channel at that level. You guys get your shout outs. You deserve it at the end of every show in that tier. And big up to every single one of you as well who are members and love to help out the channel. 99p just for the first member entry. There will be more perks. There will be more emojis. There will be more content. With more memberships, by the way, people, we get more emojis. So, hey, if you guys give me more emoji slots unlock, I'll get you guys more members. If you guys give me more memberships, it unlocks more emoji slots. So I'll give you guys more emojis to use that are fun, okay? But yeah, no raid, late night show. Big up to every single one of you. I appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you tomorrow for the Casually Chelsea show. We'll preview Burnley a little bit too. But guys, Cole Palmer's coming back. Cole Palmer is coming back, people. And we're gonna fucking cook.